I stand here as a friend of the Cheramboss family. I knew Mr. Cheramboss quite some time back when I was a junior officer in the provincial administration. And at that time, it was always easy for us to get into contact, particularly with the officers who had risen up the ranks, particularly Mr. Cheramboss and Mr. Kimayo, those who were always in the company of the retired late President Moi. And that is how I came to know him way back in the early 90s, growing up in administration. Later on, I came to know Madam Hellen when my daughter was admitted to Moi Girls. My second-born daughter went through Moi Girls from the year 2004. At that time, I was a district commissioner in Marakwet, and it was always a very pleasant time whenever I would come to Moi Girls, either for visiting or for any other function. And though I was not a member of any of the committees or any of the board or PTA committees at that time, I always found it every time Mrs. Cheramboss would contact me whenever there was any issue. Sometimes we would talk on telephone at length, and I learned that she always enjoyed consulting, talking to people. And in the process, in a very informal way, I learned to know also that she ended up solving a lot of the problems which maybe the institution was facing at that time, just by consulting and talking to people in certain positions like we were at that time. And even later on, after I left Marakwet, I went elsewhere, went to Central Province as a provincial commissioner. We kept still in touch with Madam Cheramboss until the time when she retired in 2007. And so therefore, standing here today, I stand as somebody who knew the kind of contribution that she made at a personal level, at an individual level, and also collectively with the people who were in a position to transform the school, the institution of Moi Girls, to what we know today. My daughter also, I'm here on her behalf. She talked to me last night. Last night Kenyan time, I think this morning Australian time, because she proceeded after after the undergraduate studies in Kenya to Australia. And she mentioned some of the things that have been mentioned here previously.